John Lancaster with the Maple Ridge Pitt Meadows School District. We're happy today to have the BC Mining Association here with a number of presenters talking about mining careers to our students. We're hoping today's session will give other students around the province an opportunity to see what mining careers are like and what opportunities are out there.
My name is David Bjarnason. I was an equipment operator and a machinist at various mines. The last one I worked at was Line Creek in the Out Valley. Are you ready to go? Good. My name is Dave Bjarnason. As you can probably notice, I've probably been in the mining industry a little longer than my three colleagues on the panel here. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little history of how I got into mining, and it's I never when I was going to school, which I went to elementary school in Coquitlam, I went to Millside School down there. I don't even know if it's still open or not, but we moved up into the valley, into Creston, and I never thought about mining until I met someone who's in mining and told me about it, and that's one of the reasons we're here to talk to you people, is that you can hear about mining and consider it a career in it as well, eh? So I started out as a laborer in the pit, doing laboring work, whatever that is, and moving stuff around, picking it up, driving small equipment, service stuff. Got onto the bigger equipment, and then from there went to be an equipment trainer. And I've trained lots of people just a little older than you, particularly to drive truck and to operate the dozer, right? After that, I took a 4-year apprenticeship as a machinist, became a journeyman machinist, and worked in the machine shops at 2 of the mines. So after that, I became involved with safety programs, so became a safety rep, and then from that I became an agent, a business agent for the operating engineers, and went on to represent the guys in that capacity. So the mining industry, if you're going to consider, there's all kinds of opportunities. Like I never envisioned that my career would get me, would lead me here, but it has, and it's been a good career. Mining has been very good for me. I've had 3 brothers in there. I still have one that's actually still operating a big excavator at Line Creek, and I had a sister that worked at Highland Valley Copper in the IT department for years until she retired. So it's been a good job. There are lots and lots of careers and lots of opportunities. I'm on a provincial mining task force, labor shortage task force, and we've done some studies, and there's going to be a huge demand for people to go into the mining industry. So if you're going to consider careers, which you're going to have to, because you can't stay here forever, you'll be out in the workplace. So you should consider mining as a career, because there is lots and lots of opportunity. As Tyler said, he's moved from shoveling in the basement of that plant up to a supervisor, and still room to go. And there's just lots of good opportunities there. So it's been a good life. The one thing, the safety statistics for the mining industry, out of all the heavy industries like construction, forestry, fishing, mining as an industry has the best safety record out of all the heavy industries. As Tyler was saying, they put a lot of time and effort into training and to being safe. So from that point, it's good. Anyhow, I'm gonna run through a bunch of slides to show you the different types of equipment that are used in mining, and the different sizes of equipment, because they're not all those huge pits. There's lots of pits that are small. There's mineral exploration companies that go out there and do mine development and find mines, like in the Gobi Desert. So you can't fly these big trucks in with helicopters. And that's the purpose of these smaller companies. Obviously, you need a big road to drive a big truck, and you need to these big haul trucks would take up one way on the freeway by itself. You need 6 lanes of freeway to have 2 of those trucks pass each other. That's how big they are. So this is you probably see these on this highway project out here when in closer to town doing that. It's called a cat wagon or wiggle wagon, as some people refer to it. They're very versatile, and they're really good for rough terrain. They'll take a really steep grade, and you don't have to have a perfect road for them, so you can get out there and go to places where lots of other stuff won't go. That's just another picture of it. The unique thing about these things is that you sit right in the middle. Like in most things, you sit on the side of the vehicle. These ones you sit right straight in the middle. Eh? So they're a little different that way. This is a loader, probably 6-8 yard bucket on it. They'll use these for pit development, and they'll use them in the bigger mine sites too for for cleanup and that kind of stuff around the plant and maintenance areas. That's another picture of the same type of loader. Again, they're fairly small, well for mining, but they're used quite extensively for smaller mines, mine development, and in construction. Eh? This is an air track drill. This is a drill that would go in when they're first starting a mine or building a road to go into a mine. And as you can see, the operator's outside. It's all controlled from outside, and that'll drill probably a 2 to 4 inch hole in the ground for blasting powder to go in for when they blast the rock. This drill is a little different than the one that I spoke of earlier. That one's a diamond drill that takes a core out. This one just pounds a hole straight in the ground. There's nothing that comes out except dust. Eh? This 777 cat wagon, that one you'll see that again on a bigger construction project and in some of the smaller mines, particularly around the mine development types. Contractors that go in and do pit development would typically have that type of stuff. This is a picture taken probably in early 80s. That's a 170 unit rig truck, and a P&H 2800. Those were in 1982 were the biggest truck and shovel combination around. I've taught a lot of people how to drive that truck. Those trucks, you can learn to drive those probably in 4 to 6 days on average. You'd be pretty good. If you weren't, I'd never signed a sheet that said that you couldn't go drive them. The shovels and that other equipment, obviously that takes a lot longer. They're big and expensive, and you have to spend quite a bit of time to get proficient at it. So, any questions? No.
Do you find the job rewarding?
Oh, for sure. Like all the jobs I've had, I've really enjoyed them. So, and that's one of the things, when it's a long memory way in the back when I was your age. When I was your age, I was really wondering what I was going to do. But after you get working and you find out that you can support a family and that kind of thing, then that plays a big part in it too. So it's good. You don't need any license actually. So yeah, if you got a driver's license, that's more than enough on a mine site. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Jobs in mining, rock.
Rock.
Rock.